my tip pretty quick, so you give us more time for questions. Just two data points to back it up. One is families are thinking about day camp. They like you can just see here, day camp in my mind in the market has clear distinct advantage. What I do is I do market research. So I research, I pay for basically the public and to get their opinion. And I have a number of clients in New York City area. So I do this at basically every quarter. I did it just a few weeks ago, and parents are still thinking about day camp at a very high volume compared to everything else. So just know that as day camp, you should be getting campers, in my mind, right? Because people are thinking about it. But also on the opposite side of it, though, is that uh, same market research, they are waiting longer than ever before. So, depending on where you are in the country, I would kind of argue we're like right about here. We're like in the middle of spring. So some people still might feel like it's early, some people might still feel like it's late, but there's still a lot of people to finalize their summer plans. So, given those 2 points, my tips for you is to be prepared for that. That's really my tip. And what that means is, do you have a system in place to register last minute campers? I work with some camps and they don't have any registration system. And that is an issue because, frankly, we all buy our gifts for every birthday and every holiday we celebrate online. We buy it off our phone. I work with some camps where they don't have a good post-sale communication, meaning if you register late, well, you missed all the communication that happened before you registered. And so you need to either automate or you need to figure out how to really have a good system of clear responses for people to read, exactly the suggestions Travis was giving. And the last is payment flexibility. Especially day camp, the more flexibility you give the folks, the better. I know that scares people from a cash flow perspective, but if we're talking about people not buying things as far in advance or at high volume because of gasoline prices, that goes back to payment flexibility. So how can you be there for them? If you have financial aid to give, that's great. We could talk about financial aid in this aspect in the last segment of questions, but just know parents are going to be asking for that, and the more flexible you are, the more parents are going to get in the door. It doesn't mean you have to give discounts. I don't like discounts this time of year, by the way, as we are past the early bird discount phase, by the way. So that's number one, and number two is, do you have people that can sell camp? If you work at a larger organization that has like a membership desk or a front desk, are those people trained on how to do that? If you're a smaller place and standalone, and your seasonal staff start coming in or volunteers, can they pick up the phone and can they reply to emails? The truth is that our young staff can handle this if they're trained appropriately. And it just has to be intentional about training and using some of the tips Travis mentioned earlier. And frankly, just some of these families need to be nudged over the finish line. I honestly, as a parent, I get 200 emails a day. I don't even open emails anymore on my personal side. I just read subject lines and then I open it. So just understanding that you have to nudge them over the finish line. And you're not annoying because you ran a great camp program last year and people said they loved it. Instead, they're annoyed because they can't remember. So just push them gently over the edge. Not register now, but instead with meaningful content, which we could talk more about in a few seconds. But that's my tips. I'm gonna stop talking, and someone's gonna make fun of me for a few seconds.
That sounds like my cue.
Yes, yeah, yeah, please, yeah, 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 yeah. That's yeah, go for it. Yeah, let it
I
rip.
mean, I don't think you need much clarity here. I think you do such a great job with the kind of brands and voices that you speak for with Immersive First and Day Camp community. But if you don't really understand what makes Dan Weir tick, it is 100% connecting the people that he's connected to, which is why I think
And
he's
spite.
so good, so good at being a camp diplomat and connecting people on in the search side and all of the work that Immersive First is doing and the day camp community side of kind of connecting people to get the playbooks and learn from the entire industry. So it's certainly, Dan's camp calling is connecting people and he does an excellent job of that. If you are in need of search and/or community, those are the spots to go.
Thank you. Much appreciated. Thank
And
you.
he's great at posting and sharing pictures of his kids learning how to golf.
Yes. Should call him Damp. Oh, maybe. Yeah, my kid. Yeah, my that's our pay for college. It's golf
Yeah.
scholarships, right? I mean, that's great.
Yeah.
So,
Wait,
um,
can I just follow up one quick thing that you said? Um,
please.
uh, the thing that really stood out to me around your tip there is that subject line, like the art of subject line opening. I know Travis and
Oh yeah.
we've all geeked out about this.
Yep.
Yes.
But if you don't have one, two, or three ways to test and tweak and develop this, it is very worth some attention. Initial caps, lowercase, emojis, not emojis, first name, not first name. There's an entire finite game around subject line crafting for your specific audience. So I just wanted um, to like just back that up. What Dan told you is that the biggest game is, did you do the work to figure out in the first 30 characters of a subject line, why should somebody care to open? Not what's inside.
Mm, mm,
If you, I call that spilling the beans. It's like, open this email to enroll now. Don't need to open that email now,
mm.
fool.
Yeah.
Anyways, so sorry.
No, no, I love it. I mean, I could, yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
watching.
there's
I'm
a lot
following.
we could just wax on our each